Hi, this is David Brannen, founder and managing lawyer here at Resolute Legal, Disability Lawyers. I'm going to talk to you today about the type of benefits that are paid by the workers' compensation program in Nova Scotia. So after watching this video, you'll have an understanding of from a big picture, what are the types of benefits that can be paid out, and a better understanding if you might be able to qualify for some of these. So if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, leave us your comment, and hit the subscribe so you'll get our videos that come out a few times a week. So let's take a look at this. What are the benefits you can get if you qualify for workers' compensation, if you have a valid workers' compensation claim in Nova Scotia? What kind of things can you get? Now, there are basically three types of things that you can get. Number one, there are income replacement benefits. Number two, there's medical related benefits. And number three, there's something called a permanent impairment benefit. So let's go through these things in a little more detail. So with the income replacement benefits, there are actually two levels of this. There's a short-term benefit and a long-term benefit. Now, the short-term benefit is called the temporary earnings replacement benefits. They're going to be between 75 to 85% of your income. They start out at 75, and if you've been off for a certain amount of time, they move up to 85 fairly quickly, and then stay at 85 going forward. You're paid these temporary benefits during your rehabilitation and recovery period. So during the rehabilitation and recovery period, you'll be receiving treatment. Then at the end of that period, workers' compensation will do an assessment to determine, are you left with any permanent disability that's affecting your work, or are you able to return to work full-time? A lot of people are able to get back to work full-time, and that will be the end of these income replacement benefits. But if you're one of those group of people that are not able to get back to full-time work, you got a permanent disability and are incapable of getting back to full-time work, then you could qualify for what's called the extended earnings replacement benefits. And those can be full pay up to 85% if you're completely unable to do any type of work. Or in many cases, you will be able to do some type of work, or they'll take the position that you can. And what would happen is you would get like a partial disability payment through these extended benefits, and it would top up any income that you're capable of earning through employment. Now, these extended benefits can go to age 65, and they're fantastic if you can qualify for them because they're 85%, which is a very high number for a disability payment to be. So the next one is medical expenses. This should be treated broadly to be any medical expense that can be tied directly to your injury and arising out of your injury. So that includes treatment, medications, travel to medical appointments. They'll even pay for surgeries. Sometimes they'll pay for MRIs. They'll pay to get you ahead of the normal treatment that's out there in the public health care system. And they'll pay for these medical expenses. Like if you have ongoing medications, they'll pay for those for life. So this is a great benefit to have, important to get if you have any of these ongoing medical expenses, to get them covered here, because you will have coverage for these expenses as long as they're directly related to your injury potentially for life. Now, the last type of benefit is what I mentioned earlier. It's called the permanent impairment benefit. This is just a one-time payment. Once you get through your rehabilitation period, if they determine that you've been left with a permanent impairment, that means a permanent limitation because of your injuries, they will assess the extent of your impairment, and you will get compensation. The more impairment you have, the bigger payment you will get, but it's a one-time lump sum payment. It's not a lot of money, but it is something that you would get. So there you have it. There are three basic payments that you can get: the loss of income type payments, which can potentially go to age 65, the medical benefit type payments, which can potentially go for your life, and this one-time payment that some people get if you've been deemed in their mind to have suffered a permanent impairment. You'll get this one-time payment to cover that. Obviously, there's going to be disputes, and you may get different assessments on these things, and you may dispute that. That's fine. You're able to appeal those decisions. You should seek advice either from us, another law firm, or there are the workers' advocates in Nova Scotia who provide free service to people who have workers' compensation claims. So keep that in mind. There's lots of options out there. And until next time, I'm David Brannen at Resolute Legal, and we wish you all the best.